Hello beautiful souls, Cora, Flora here in the forest. I've been loving biking to nature and just connecting with these majestic beings, especially now as there's new growth, spring here, that's me. And I mean, it's almost blasphemous to whip out a camera right now, but it's just the most beautiful, cathedral. But I wanted to share it and I wanted to flow something because, I just feel like there's so much healing happening right now. Like for me personally, I can't speak to everyone else, but so much is healing and so many medicines are coming to me. Like all of a sudden it's just like I'm a medicine woman with all this stuff to support my being. And I'm really thankful. You know, last time I was here, I was doing that video and I was doing a ritual for healing a part of my inner masculine and a part of the masculine of the collective. And I feel like I wanted to come here and just say a little prayer of healing and maybe do a little ritual as well for the feminine. Because when I think of the feminine in me, like what I want to speak about right now is actually my body, my emotions, my nervous system, the sort of like primal aspects of my being that are very earthy and animalistic. You know, my cat is actually a really great teacher for me about PTSD and nervous systems, and I'm learning how to retrain the nervous system, because even though a lot of healing can be done with the mind and the spirit, there's some things that actually just they can't be done mentally. And yes, it's a spiritual process, but it's more energetic and physical, and establishing new states of being, new associations with different things that have positive states of being, and like retraining our whole being to like feel safe or to feel open to connect or to feel at peace. You know, one of the medicines I have been blessed to receive recently is CBD oil. And, you know, I've had quite a journey with marijuana. Like, I was really heavily into it in my early 20s. And it was to the point where my mom had said that I was addicted. And I, at the time, was also going through a lot of depression and dark night of the soul type stuff. And I just thought, okay, maybe I am. She said if I quit weed and I did this 2-month program where I could basically go and heal depression, then she would pay off my credit card, which was like $2,000 at the time. And I was like, okay. And I did it, and I was surprised at how hard it was to quit. I mean, in a way it does show that whether it was a habit or whether it was something inside of me that just felt like I needed that thing, it was hard to let go. And I found that when I let go of that thing that I was using to soothe my pain, I had to feel it all. And I'm really grateful that the perfect support opened up at the perfect time. Like I had this awesome 2-month deep healing, like therapy every day, group therapy, personal therapy, horticulture therapy, physical therapy, musical, all the therapies. I loved it. And it was so freaking hard. It was so hard. And then I came out on the other side just feeling like I didn't need marijuana and I wanted to have space from it, especially because part of my story is that I came forward and spoke up about my PTSD and about feelings of having been sexually abused, and I was called crazy, and they had said that I smoked too much weed, quote unquote. And so for many years I was just like, okay, I'm gonna be a warrior. I'm not gonna go near marijuana. I'm gonna stay super clean, super clear, so that I can really have a strong sense of my mental state and feel confident that that it's not getting messed up. I'm not delusional, that I'm not being overly influenced by this plant. And so for many years I didn't do it, and since then I've been kind of like an outsider looking in on other people's experience, and I've seen that for some people, yes, it just opens up all this like bliss and relaxation and well-being and spirituality and creativity. It has so many beautiful qualities. And I've also seen the dark side, where sometimes people can use it to avoid emotions or to soothe pain that actually just needs to be loved and learned from. And like for me, like as an empath, when people are using things addictively, whether it's alcohol, weed, and I just did this because honestly I've been leaning on alcohol recently and I'm trying to let it go. So I'm just saying that in all humility, just to say I'm not judging anybody whatsoever. We're all messy humans and like just doing our best, and it's beautiful. and perfect and lovable. But yeah, I've perceived people using it in an addictive way where I can just feel what they're avoiding in their field. It's kind of like a temporary release, but eventually, until we deal with it, it's there. And yeah, so I feel like with any plant medicine, it's important to take time for integration, to take time to pour our insights, our feelings, perhaps the new connections that we've received through these things, and integrate them into either journaling, art, talking it out, like where you can really anchor in those spiritual states and the beautiful gifts of the experiences into life, and also give your human self time and space to recalibrate. Because otherwise, if you're in a super magical state all the time but not having the time and space to rest, find that comfort, find that recalibration, then it can be ungrounded. And so yeah. But anyways, I just wanted to share a bit of my healing experiences recently, where I met a wonderful person who I felt inspired to explore smoking marijuana with again. And I had a lot of fear, and part of it is the fear of being crazy, part of it is a fear of just like nervous system stuff, and it was in an intimate setting too, so I think there was extra like nervous PTSD vibes. But he was really awesome in like helping me to walk through a lot of my fears and like clear my consciousness, and it got to the point where I felt like, okay, this is good, and I felt safe, and I felt like I transmuted a lot of the fears around exploring consciousness and energy and spirituality and magic of life through this medicine. I feel like for me, I will always have a very respectful relationship with it because of my past. And also I'm just like, I think that when I was super into it, there was a part of me that just wanted to like smoke every single day and just like, play and like not deal with my shit and just like whatever. But now I definitely am connected more to my pain, to my purpose, and thus my soul mission. And so I know that I'm here to share music, to share videos, to share words, to share healing tones, to share healing sessions, and just be a light and be a luminary as much as I can, a love leader. And that for me is just following inspiration and taking action when I feel guided, and it's awesome. And I also am really appreciating the added elements of nervous system relaxation and like a sense of peace in my body that allows for a greater peace in my mind. And also just an element of like plant medicine, magicalization fun vibes, which I love. Like any of my close friends know that I actually love psychedelics. I love magical states. And often when I'm in them, I'm like, why can't this last forever? I just want to be like this forever. But yeah, there's work to do here in the human experience, and I'm here for all of it. The magic, the mundane, mostly the magic, but I'm here to deal with the mundane too and bless it all and support the healing of this beautiful earth, this next level, this great awakening, this golden age, this heaven on earth that we're all opening into. And yeah, so just want to send a shout out of thanks to that person who helped me, and if he sees this, and also yeah, just I don't know why I wanted to share that. I guess I wanted to share that my experience has been healing recently, and I feel like it's important to recognize that any medicine can be medicine or it can be harmful, and it's important to find our own right balance. And for me, I'm enjoying the slow pendulum swing back to plant medicines and receiving the deep support that my feminine needs. Like my body, I have a lot of anxiety, and it's like, it's a lot, and it's affected my ability to meditate, to feel mentally clear. It's affected my daily life. And I just recently, through like a little bit of marijuana and especially CBD oil, like taking it edibly, like, oh my God, it's so healing. Like I feel like I'm myself. I feel like I'm more myself. And that's a feeling that feels great. I feel like I've been just like holding on to so much fear and so much like, there's been so much like stuff that's been hard to deal with. And I feel like this medicine is helping to make it easier. And I feel too that like even with smoking marijuana and the THC aspect, which It's kind of scary, but also like really awesome. Like I had an experience recently where I took a THC edible and I literally felt stuff like trauma releasing from my root chakra in my body. I felt like relaxation where I think I'd been holding tension for, I can't even remember when I didn't hold that tension. And then I went out to nature later that day, and then I was sitting on the earth and I just felt more of that tension release, the trauma releasing, the anxiety releasing, and I felt a state of so much more peace in my body and peace in my mind and soul and heart. And I was like, wow, peace, where you been? Where you been all my life? Let's connect more. So yeah, I just want to also give thanks to the healing powers of plants. And I mean, wow. And encourage you on your healing journey to reach out and ask for and be open to exploring different medicines that feel right to you and feel in alignment with your personal integrity. But yeah, so anyways, I would now love to just say a prayer for the feminine in all of us. God, Goddess, great love, great spirit, great source of all that is. Thank you for this gift of life, for the most multifaceted explorations that we have here, these unique gifts of experience. I evoke you into this moment, your presence so bright, powerful, all-encompassing, all-loving, all-forgiving, all-nourishing. Thank you for supporting myself and all who are connected to this video, all my relations, to experience deep, profound well-being, mind, body, and soul, to have the perfect support to heal what needs to be healed with perfect ease and grace, that we may all be surprised by how easy it is, how fun it is, and how healing doesn't have to be hard work. Healing can be simply opening up to feel and letting the organic process blossom, just like all of nature. I'd like to ask that our angels, our guides, our ancestors support us in this process, all that are in alignment with our highest good, so that we can truly come into great harmony with this earth, with our bodies, with each other, and honor this all as sacred, this beautiful, multifaceted gift of divine love, of life, this creation. And again, I'd like to offer a leaf to the stream, so I'd like to ask that anything in our feminine, and anyone connected to this video, that can heal, may it be healed, and myself as well, conscious or unconscious. Wow, that went fast. And oops, I accidentally stopped the video, but yeah, that leaf was really ready to go. So wow, all of you out there, we're all doing amazing healing work, and I feel that the feminine component of like our nervous systems and our bodies and like connecting with the earth, that aspect of our healing is like happening so fast and deep and profound, and we are ready. So I'm excited to connect with all of you more and hear how your journeys are going and play with you on the other side of this whole coronavirus thing. Sending you lots of love and light.